I think I need another cheeseburger.
He's middle management of men, Wesley Fox. A tamer of building codes and fires, Alan Giannis. And he delivers for America, Andrew Murr. Together, they are the Middle Class Holes.
Your boy here dodged a bullet. I dodged a bullet. I had jury duty on Tuesday. I had to go back in on Wednesday morning for jury selection. Any takers on what case I would have had to be a juror on if I were selected?
Is it a famous Baltimore City case, or are we talking like Maryland?
Yeah, are you asking like specifically like something we've heard about, or
no, it's
what
not
kind of case, like a murder or like a?
It's a criminal case. It's not famous or anyone famous or anything like that. Okay. It's just a specific type of case.
I mean, is it a
case type? So murder.
Baseball.
I'm gonna murder.
Yeah, I was gonna say baseball bat to head, beating to death in the street.
All right, well, we can get into specifics, but it was in fact murder one.
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
So I got called in at 11. They did the whole swear in. They asked all these questions. People went up. They vet it to a point where, unless you haven't lived any type of life, you don't raise your hand. I raised my hand for a specific type of question. If it was, do you know anyone or of anyone that's either been guilty or convicted of or the victim of a violent crime like this? I have a friend who's in jail. And everyone goes up, and basically by the time we were done, it was 4:30. They said, okay, juror so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. They rattled off a few. You can leave. Everyone else, you have to be back by 10 a.m. tomorrow. Ugh. So we waited till about noon. Another group of people went in to the same courtroom, did the same thing. They doodled it down, brought us all back. And then they fill the seats up. It basically, the defense and the state's attorney have to agree. They say, yes, you sit down. And then you have so many yays or nays, and then you kick people off. I don't know what it was. I stood up there. I stood in front of both attorney sets, and the defense attorney, this Jewish guy, was like, juror number 3050, you're dismissed. I was like, I don't know what I said. Don't know what I did. I just said,
you were
God.
Was defendant a black guy?
A woman.
Oh, black woman?
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. You a clean cut ass white male. We getting you off that jury quick, brother.
Well, there was one other
defense attorney.
There was one other clean cut white guy already in the panel. Already.
See, that's 12. It. You can't have two of you.
Yeah,
that's
like,
yeah, that's two locks to her going to jail. You know what I mean? You gotta get her the fuck out. You gotta get you the fuck out of there.
Now, do you know what she looked like? Did you guys have a picture?
She was there.
I think they're there. Yeah.
How'd she look? What was what would you rate? What was the rating?
I mean, yeah, she looked good. She was probably in her late 20s. Yeah.
See, I think that might be the problem. I think that's probably what it was. You're a handsome man. She's a fairly attractive woman. He probably did the, would he try to, if he was a single man, would he try to bang her after the bar one night? And it's like, nah, I can get her off and we can have a little chat afterwards, see how the whole trial went in her opinion.
Good point.
Get a little sushi.
Yeah. I was about to say, I wonder where your mind travels with this shit. And Alan's like, that's a good point, man. That's good.
Yeah. Or just vice versa. Like she, he was like, oh, this bitch, like she murdered a scorned lover anyway. You know what I mean? So like, she's like, oh yeah, I could catch this white boy at lunch and just fucking eat him up. And the defense attorney was like, nope, can't have that. That's not good.
Yeah, or they might have thought like, oh, this sucker looks like a couple of winks and a hither come hither look go his way. See you later. She's gonna hit the streets. You got ourselves a hung jury,
like serial mom, But I will say I did. After I was dismissed, which was around 1:30 yesterday, did read up on it, and they're going to have a really hard time convicting her of first degree premeditated. So it's kind of a self-defense meets. Where do they meet in the middle? My guess is that they tried to get her to plead guilty to something less. She said, "Fuck you." And they said, all right, well, we're going to throw the book at you if you can take it to trial. And she said, well, we're going to take it to trial. And we shall see.
You're going to roll the fucking dice.
A minimum of 4 days, they said. be prepared. It's going to be a 4-day trial minimum.
Oh yeah, we're gonna show you pictures of somebody's head fucking busted open. It's gonna be wild.
That still seems like a short amount of time for a trial of murder. You know what I
That's
mean?
what they said. Minimum could be more.
Oh, minimum. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it could be more. I think we're skewed by like TV murder trials. You know what I mean? Like they were like,
OJ.
OJ Simpson, this is gonna be about a month. This is just good ratings.
You're
You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah.
But if the rest of my life is on the line, I'd like to chat about it for a minute, if you don't mind.
I get it.
I'd like a month or two trial as well. To
Or,
really
or
go
have
over.
someone else,
Totally
have
get
other
it.
people chat about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't saying shit.
true. I don't know. I've always thought this. Wouldn't I know it's against like all? I don't know if you run the analytics on murder trials, like you don't take the stand. I feel like if I was innocent, and 100%, I know that lawyers are tricky, but I feel like I'd want to take the stand and just. I don't know exactly what I'd say, but I feel like if I'm 100% innocent, whatever came out of my mouth would sway the jury. I don't know. I'm probably cocky and wrong.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna say I think this is a bit of overconfidence here, but
Yeah,
I mean, because I feel like I in one part of my brain, I'm like, oh, I could do that. I could talk my way out. Like I'm good at that. Whatever is coming out here is gonna work. Nah, they're gonna get you. They're gonna trap you, and you're just gonna be like, fuck.
So, and to Alan's point, I feel like, yeah, you're obviously trying to dodge murder one, but I feel like you would then corner yourself into a different charge: 2nd-degree murder, assault with a deadly weapon, something that's going to get you time. In which case the defense is trying to get you nullified for all of that. No time.
I know what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing in theory. I am disagreeing because I feel like if I didn't do it, like there's nothing I could say that would like that would implicate me, you know, even to a lesser charge. Like I'm not here for anything. I'm here for wasting time. Like what are you talking about? Lesser charge? There's no charge. Fuck you. I'm going home. But I know it doesn't happen that way.
Again, reading up on the few articles that I read, I'm almost certain that it's going to be a self-defense thing. And from what I read, it is. Now, did she go a step far? Yeah. Her child was inside the house.
Did she keep shooting when he was down? Maybe.
She stabbed once.
Ooh.
Oh.
And he died?
Died
I mean,
later.
that's a good stab, probably.
Yeah, that's kind of a pussy, though. You
That's
know, you stab once, you kind of deserve it. You know what I mean?
That's a good that's either like a good chestal stab or a good like perforated bowel, and then you just die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Perforated bowel.
worse.
You know what
That
I mean?
stinks.
Yeah, like the reason, like, you know, fucking serrated bayonets were fucking disallowed in war. That kind of shit. Just
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That reminds me. I saw a TikTok, and it was a guy giving a tour at like the Korean War Museum in Korea, and he was showing off all of the booby traps that they would set up.
Wow.
And, I mean, it's hard to see somebody who, you know, is on our team now describing things that weren't on our team at the time. Because he was showing not the blades, like the piercing tools they would use, and like the traps, and they were shaped like they'd go up and they'd have like the little hook thing, so you couldn't pull them back out. So if you were, you know, lucky enough to not hit any vitals on the way in, you still had to like not be able to pull the fucking thing out. It was just, you guys are rude.
One funny takeaway was when they were holding us in a separate courtroom, when they were doing the same vetting process with another batch of jurors, they were allowing people to go out 3 at a time to get coffee because we were there for like an hour and a half. So they shuffle us all in, and by the 3rd round of jurors to step forward to take a seat on the jury panel, they call a number, no one steps forward, and they call it 2 more times, and then the judge is like, "Where's juror so and so and so and so?" And no one says anything. She's like, "Hold on," and they have this button that creates this fuzz or this buzzing sound throughout the PA system in the courtroom, so no one else can hear. And she gets on the horn. She's like, "Continue." Then this guy walks in with a large iced coffee and a bag of food, and she's like, "Excuse me, what juror number are you?" He was the juror. She says, "Come here." Gives him the come here.
They're such assholes.
Lights his ass up and then says, "Go stand in front there." and he's like 6 or 7 down from me, and he legitimately was like Mr. Beaning his way through the courtroom. He's like, "Oh, it's just and like this, walk this path right here and stand right here." I was like, "Oh, there's no way this guy's gonna get fucking picked." He's like, "Juror so and so, stand forward." He stands forward with his coffee and his food, and like, "Agree." Juror, go sit down on the juror panel. I was like, "Fuck, he got in." Later on, he was excused, but I thought if you were ever gonna weasel your way out of something like that, act like a dipshit. And no, it didn't work. Kind of.
No. Each team wants a dipshit, though. That might have worked against. What 2 things? You might look a little too smart for your own good. There's that as well, where you already decided the case. Right here in about 35 seconds, and then
it's fair.
Like I said, I think obviously I'm not going to know all the facts, but my guess is assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, I get it. I know
but her child was in the house that was trying to be broken into.
But Mr. Bean can be swayed one way or the other, and each cocky attorney's like, I can get Mr. Bean.
Yeah, you put down a bagel spread with some coffee each morning. That guy's gonna be, yeah, whatever you want. I'm fine.
Yeah, this feels like it should be part of an asking for a friend.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, well, like what is the jury selection process? What are you looking for?
Well, here's the case points. Why did they not pick Wes?
Yeah. The only thing, I mean, Sarah's convinced that it was because I got, I raised my hand, and then an hour later had to go before the judge and the lawyers standing next to me about a friend of mine who had committed a crime like this. And I went through the thing, and the funny thing is, she was like, "Oh, he pleaded guilty." I was like, "Yeah, he did it." It's like, "How did you feel about that?" I don't feel anything. He fucking did it. I don't know
he did it. I mean, I was like, "Damn, man, you're dumb. You shouldn't have done
that." Like 30 years, huh? Bummer.
I think I lit a joint up and was like, "Oh, man, why'd you do that?"
Right? We know if you need some ramen noodles, I can hook you up.
Sarah seems to think that had something to do with the defense saying like, well, he expelled some sort of feelings about something, so they didn't want him on. I don't think so. The defense attorney was a Jewish guy, and he looked at me and looked down at his notes and was like, "No, you can leave." It wasn't that deep.
What does Jewishness have to do with it?
He said, too waspy. Get him out of here.
Yeah. Too plucky.
He might be too Gentile.
Yeah. But couple that with we had a car battery die, our heat went out, and our dryer isn't drying anymore. It's been a week. It's been a week. And Murr, do you think I should DIY it? I should take apart the back panel of the dryer and get fucking Bob Vila?
Dude, it's so simple. I did it to mine like literally about a month and a half ago. We had to dry everything twice. And I was like, I bet the heating element's burned out. Open it up. The heating element's burned out. Ordered a heating element for $25 on Amazon. It came the next day. I took it's just a bunch of little metal screws. You take them out, you unplug, you plug, metal screws in. You're done.
You own, I rent. I don't have to do all that. I don't have to go through that rigmarole.
Then tell your landlord and say you gave me a shitty dryer. It's done this twice. Get in here and pound sand. Get this shit going.
Fix it.
Pound sand.
What do you want to do? I mean, what's your option? You want to buy a whole new dryer?
Yeah. So if I do the legwork and actually get a new one here and then the old one out, she gives me more money towards rent.
Like the dryer's complete worth towards rent? I mean, and you don't get to take that dryer with you, which means if you move, you're not getting a new. You have to get a new dryer.
No, but like let's just say that a new dryer is $100, and the cost to get it delivered and the old one taken out, and then she tacks on like another $100 for my trouble. It's worth it to me.
Every month, forever?
No, not every month, forever. For this month.
That just doesn't seem. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good deal. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, it's good to learn to start to fix things for yourself. I know. Oh, Mr. Project Manager money coming in the door every week.
I have fixed things. I fixed the thermometer in our stove. I've replaced a thermocouple in our water heater. I've done a few. I've done some things.
That's a compound word.
I don't even like fucking with the water heater. So I mean, the fact that you won't fuck with the dryer perplexes me. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. There's a knowledge gap that I feel as though that YouTube just can't get me over that hump. I'd have gone to a trade school for something like this.
Can I ask you this question? Does Sarah really want a new dryer? Is that what we're dealing with here? Is it more that
Sarah does not care about the dryer. She wants to get the fuck out of here. She wants to get.
I was going to say that sounds more like it.
To which we went to a house in Catonsville a week ago, put in an offer, like 11 grand over asking. The realtor seems to think that because we didn't win, the realtor seems to think it was 50 grand over.
God,
I was like, I just can't compete with that.
What's even the point at this point? Yeah, fuck it.
I mean, I feel like that lovable loser in a movie, like.
Well, and knowing what houses are going for these days, God, yeah, no, the fact that a family would, God, dude, you're making some hardworking blue collar assholes like yearly salary over asking price. Like, we don't even need that much, but we'll take it. Fuck you, yeah. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Unless the only strategy I can think of is they knew going into it that this is what it might go for. Let's price it a little low and create a bidding war, which they did. When we went an hour and a half before an open house, and they said they have 6 offers on the table. And then we presented, our offer, which was at the tippy top of our fucking budget. And you're like, well, 6 offers in hand. Is this as good as you can do? It's like, unless I eat ramen for the next 3 fucking years, yes, it's as good as I can do.
Jesus, man. I'm sorry. Plus, then you still got like and of course, they're going to like try to force you to pay all the closing costs and all that shit.
All that stuff, And they had, do you know what gap coverage is?
Mm-hmm.
It's, no.
So if you make an offer and then the house appraises less than that, you have to cover the gap.
Oh my God.
So say you offer 400 and it appraises at 385. Now you don't have to cover it all. You can negotiate and say, I will cover 5 grand, 7 grand, 10 grand of that gap coverage. It helps if you cover it all.
I just as a technicality, if you're paying over the asking price, how can it be appraised any lower than you know what I mean? Like, and I say that because obviously the market's appraising it for higher than it's worth. So there is no gap to fucking close. It's a fucking scam. It's AI. Yeah. I heard somebody talking about it today that AI is going to take the realtor jobs. Like, hurry up. Jesus Christ.
That would be great. Yeah. You walk around with a tablet. What do you think there, Pete? I think.
Well, not just that. You type in all the parameters of what you're looking for. This area, this much. These school systems. This, and it just does. Here you go. Here's all the offers. All the houses available in that area for this price. What do you want to do? And then it just goes through, files all the paperwork for you. Here's the final dollar amount.
I think you can already do that. It's called fucking Rocket Mortgage. I'm pretty sure they already have that.
Pretty sure Rocket Mortgage ain't gonna get you. They'll get you in a neighborhood. It doesn't mean it'll be the one you want.
That's fair.
We bridge the gap here when we talk about people defending themselves in court cases. I've seen so many courtroom, social media, not even shorts, longs, where these people just don't know the verbiage. They don't know the procedure, the policy. They end up talking their way into just frustrating the shit out of a judge. I do feel like as though real estate agents, have the know-how and the vocabulary that where you might fuck yourself over and end up owing more money, that they could be able to help you out and save you.
True, but if both sides were AI in it up, it'd be like war games, playing fucking tic-tac-toe. They'll stalemate each other, and everything comes out in the wash and dryer.
War games to buy a house. That's fucking great. It
can't be that complicated, man. It's like, I mean, most of the realtors you guys know were probably like, the moms that actually hit it big on Arbonne or whatever they're fucking, you know, they made tier 3 in Lululemon or fucking whatever that shit was. You know what I mean? And then they were like, you know what? I sell pants good. I probably sell houses good. And that's who we're dealing with. So it can't be that fucking complicated.
I mean, I'm widely generalizing here because I don't really know what realtors do, because I feel like, hey, I'm looking for a house. Hey, I can find houses for you to look at. You know, I feel like that's generally the job. Would you like to pay a certain amount of money? I feel like their whole gig is to be like, convince you that, what's your budget? You can go a little outside of that.
A little more.
Right? And then they're real charismatic and they convince you to spend more than you can afford.
An extra $5,000 is $78 a month. Okay, come on, you can scratch that together. Like,
yes, do that times 4, easy peasy.
Yeah,
for 30 years.
Yeah, no big deal.
Tell you
get it
what,
back in taxes.
Got these newfangled 50 years coming in hot.
Yeah, right. How old are you? Listen, 94 is right around the corner. I mean,
94 is the new 65. Okay, it's fine.
94 is the new 65. Middle class hills, everyone. Murr, Allen, and Fox. Man, speaking of geezers, speaking of 94, Mayweather and Pacquiao going to hook it up in September at the Sphere in Las Vegas. It's a good thing these guys aren't 40. It's a good... Wait a minute. One's almost 50.
Wait, which one's older? Pacquiao?
Mayweather.
Oh, Mayweather. I think
Mayweather's 49. Pacquiao's 47.
Oh, okay. Wow. So Manny is my age, and I know what I'm capable of now, and what I used to be capable of, and at no point in my life was I capable of anything either one of these is capable of. I just, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Mayweather's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But Mayweather's fights were always boring, so I don't really feel like I care to see a boring fighter at a boring rate of speed continue to do boring work in a ring.
I don't know. How's Pacquiao look? He got into Filipino politics or whatever. That's things get hairy real fucking quick over there.
He's been dodging a lot of shit recently.
So he fought a professional fight last year against a welterweight champion to a draw. Now, the crux of this is it was kind of an alphabet champion. And the guy's kind of a punching bag. You know what I mean? It's like WB something or other. He kind of sits there. It's ripe for the pickings. Not to say, like, Pacquiao was 45. This guy was 26. He should have mopped the floor with him. And it was a draw. And I'm not saying Pacquiao looked great, but relatively speaking, you know, he looked fine. Now, is that going to weigh into what's going to happen in September? I don't know. I kind of agree with Murr. This is just going to be more of a judo match.
It's a money grab. I like it. You know,
I mean, the good news is, I mean, I guess if you're in Vegas and you're there'll probably be a lot of like sweet undercards to watch, and it's probably a beautiful environment to see something like that. But I mean, if the stakes aren't high, I don't know. It's so funny to me that everybody was begging for that fight for like a decade, and then when it finally happened, you know, Manny was outside of his prime, had like a hurt shoulder. It sucked. It wasn't what it was supposed to be. And now it's like, hey, let's do it again when no one cares.
Yeah, but it's in the Sphere. Have you seen this thing?
I've seen it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a great environment for a fight. I watched that UFC that was in there, and that was gorgeous what they were doing with that screen. It was like, they were celebrating some sort of Mexican heritage holiday sort of thing, and they kept showing like these just amazing film reels on that 360. So yeah, it'll be cool looking, but not the fight.
Busted. Yeah. Well, I figured I'd bring it up. I know you guys kind of keep your ear to the grindstone on shit like that. So
what's the Tyson one? Isn't Tyson doing something too soon again?
Tyson's fighting Mayweather in an exhibition in April.
What the fuck?
Okay. Tyson is fighting Mayweather in an 8-round exhibition in April. Then he's fighting Pacquiao in a sanctioned 12-round 3-minute round fight that's going to go officially on their record in September.
Oh, okay. So the Tyson one's just like, hey, let's do this for shits and
2-minute rounds. You know, there's probably some other fucking, you know, but logistics to it that we don't know about. Probably the ounces of the gloves, certain things.
Headgear.
Headgear, yeah.
Bank account breaking, numerical values. Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah.
Headgear.
Oh,
That's right. Have you ever seen Digstown?
No.
It's Louis Gossett Jr. And James Woods is his promoter.
Awesome.
He has to beat 10 guys in 2 days, and one of the guys is an amateur who has headgear on. During like in between one of the rounds, he sits down. He's like, "How you feeling?" He's like, "Feels like I'm fighting fucking Darth Vader."
That's a quote that Wes Fox knows. Just know that, everyone.
Yeah.
Lou Gossett Jr. is what?
Lou
Gossett Jr. He was an Iron Eagle, right?
Iron Eagle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jimmy Woods, James Woods is his promoter, ring man. Yeah. There's a few others in this. Hold on, let me give you the rundown here. 63 on Rotten Tomatoes. Not the goddamn. Sorry, there is a Digstown series from 2019, 2022. Oliver Platt, Heather Graham. Yeah. Then after that, it gets a little shoddy with the people. But
shoddy from the start, man. What are you talking about?
Digstown. Look at this fucking piece of shit.
It's a good movie, man. Fuck you guys.
This fucking cover. Holy shit.
What, with him with his shirt off and the black tights with
hold on, I got you.
By the way, what's his name? James not Conja, James Wood.
Shit.
His love interest is Heather Graham.
Oh my god. What? How do you know this movie, Wes?
They played it on HBO a lot when I was a kid. So
there was a Lou Gossett Jr. period, I think,
I know.
on HBO back in the...
Wait, was Lou Gossett Jr., was he in Last Starfighter as well?
Ooh, was he? Hold on, I have his IMDb up here.
Because they're remaking Last Starfighter, and I think it's going to be a fucking banger.
No, Officer and a Gentleman, Iron Eagle.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. Is that
in my defense, it's a black man in alien costume makeup, so don't come at me if I don't realize it's not.
We've talked about this movie before. Hold on. I know how to get through this.
I know how to get through this. Maybe just go to Last Starfighter on IMDb.
No, because it's not The Last Starfighter. It's a movie with Dennis Quaid.
No, you're thinking of something else.
I'm not thinking of Inner Space there, asshole. That's with Martin Short.
I know that too. And Meg Ryan's in that as well. I don't even have my phone on me. I had to look it up. I can't do it on the computer like you tech wizards over there.
Enemy Mine.
No, there's a movie called The Last Starfighter. A kid plays a video game and ends up entering the video game.
But it's not him. He's in Louis Gossett Jr. is in Enemy Mine with Dennis Quaid. That's what you're talking about. Hold on. You ready?
Okay, you can.
Oh, and he's this weird fish alien.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And doesn't he get it? And the weird fish alien gets pregnant, right?
Yes. And Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. dies during childbirth, and Dennis Quaid raises it.
Because why wouldn't he?
Bro. I just heard about 2 Lou Gossett Jr. films that I probably didn't ever need to hear about ever in my entire life.
Oh my god!
We've talked about this on another.
Yeah, you're right. We have. Yeah. I guess I always think that's the Last Starfighter. Because they are in space, and he's in a Starfighter outfit. So
yeah, they are in space.
Yeah. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Friend or Foe, and it has to do with poopy underwear. We'll be right back. All right, party people. When I say middle, you say class holes middle. Wait, what the fuck?
Here we go, folks. It's time for Friend or Foe. Going to read a news story to you, see if you agree or disagree. Friend or foe, and tonight's Friend or Foe has to do with your dirty underwear. Do we really need to replace our underwear every 6 months? Well, according to Dr. Haynes and Klein, every few months, the world informs us that we are disgusting in a brand new way. Quote, doctors generally recommend replacing underwear every 6 to 9 months because, quite simply, washing doesn't remove everything. They go on to say that some bacteria, viruses, and fungal pathogens are not completely eliminated by washing alone. More upsettingly, quote, the average pair of adult underwear contains an average of 0.1 grams of feces. Delightful. This article is written like in the first person, so I'm skipping most of it here. So, are you going to follow medical science's advice? Are you going to start chucking your underwear every 6 months? Yes or no? Friend or foe? Friend, yes, I trust the good doctors who apparently study strangers' underwears. Or no, it's not that big a deal because the new underwear I buy, it's instantly going to be contaminated like the old underwear I just previously had. It's a waste of money. Shut up. First world problem. Alan, friend or foe? Keep the underwear, throw it away.
In this economy, fucking, I mean, that's a little much. 6 months? That seems crazy. No, yeah, I'm foe, I guess, on this. Like, no, that's just crazy talk.
25 wears. You know, if you wear them once a week, maybe twice at best.
Yeah, you gotta keep it rotating. I think that's the offset. There's a rotation. Like, I just have a shit ton of fucking underwear, but like, I think that keeps them fairly as fresh as they're gonna be. I guess I'm gonna put new ones. I'm gonna put my ass in them anyway, like Murr was alluding to. So like, whatever. No, wear them until you feel. I mean, let's not normalize like holy ass underwear. Like, I guess is a fucking like trope. Like, get rid of your underwear if you got holy shits. You can buy new ones, but yeah, you don't gotta replace them every 6 months. That's fucking insane.
No, 100%. Wes.
Yeah, I mean, this is almost like some FDA approved. You need to get rid of your eggs and your salad dressings and your cheeses by a certain amount of time. A smell test goes a long way. Now, I'm not saying jam that taint right up in there after a cleaning or a long day's work, whatever your flavor may be. But I don't know. These things still got some good thread in them. It's just like I don't keep my underwear for years. Okay, there's I don't have a trusty pair. I don't have some like, oh, I got that Old Faithful. I got that never let me down. Always keeps the boys in there. By the way, I will say that this probably could have been warranted with a better discussion with a female, because I think there's like it's a bit Venus versus Mars.
They are different.
Yeah. No, there is a quote in here from a gynecologist speaking to some of these findings, which I get. Okay, we got one hole to worry about, and it's I can't imagine freshly downified fecal matter that might have a particle re-enter my anus is really going to do me any damage. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Just rub some dirt on it.
That's right. I will. Apparently 0.1 gram worth of dirt on it. Like I do have underwear that I have had for years. It's not holy. I think what's happened here is that there was a stretch of time where the good folks over at Hanes and Calvin Klein and Fruit of the Loom like actually did a really good job on designing underwear, and like, fuck, they're still wearing it. Let's get the 4 out of 5 doctors to say they shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah,
that's a conspiracy I can get down with.
That's just called fucking planned obsolescence. Look it up. It's fucking.
Oh no, and that's the problem. Is a bunch of kids in China were really good on the sewing machine for about a decade, and they're like, son of a bitch, it didn't fall apart yet. What are we doing?
That's fucking, you've definitely heard your parents or your fucking or shit be like, man, they don't make washers and dryers like they used to. Like, that's fucking on purpose, motherfucker. buy this new digital Samsung washer every 5 years, you dickhead. Fucking, like, you want the subscription plan too? You can remote turn on your dryer from your fucking car. You better sign it up.
Yeah, they retired the Maytag, man. Like that was the whole thing. Was Maytag's entire like campaign forever was like, this guy doesn't work. We just pay him to stand around waiting on a phone call that never comes. Why? Because our shit doesn't break down. You buy it once, and then they realize like we need to get rid of the Maytag, man, because they're not fixing them.
And then the same manufacturer that created the Verizon chocolate phone was like, you know what? I make washers and dryers now. Fucking have one of these, and they're pieces of shit.
Yeah, I think you can do some eye test with this. I mean, I have several pairs of boxers that after a day, the quads get a little loose. It's a bit annoying.
The boxer brief, right?
Brief. I don't wear boxers anymore. I wear boxer briefs. That's not a knock on anyone who wears boxers. It is a knock on people who still wear tidy whities. Sorry, you're fucking weird as shit. But yeah, I mean, it's just like certain wear things, certain like getting loose around around the quads, getting a little droopy around the taint. Do I hang on to these things very long? No. And actually, I look forward to a fresh 3 or 5 pair of boxer briefs. I go to Marshall's, go to TJ Maxx, eyeball something up. Whoo-wee! Hell yeah. Gonna rock these teal ones tonight. When I take these off, Sarah's gonna say no, but I will shoot my shot.
Dude, I have a series of Hanes boxer briefs, and however they designed them, you remember like the ringer shirts were like around like right around the arm, and then around like the neck it was like a different piece of fabric, a different color. These boxer briefs are designed just like that. Whatever fabric they used around the thigh kind of ring area, it doesn't stretch. Those things, after 5 years, stay 100% perfectly around the thigh. Don't bunch, don't stretch, nothing. You might even have a little bit of some thread indentation on your leg at the end of the day. That's how snug they are. Oh, gotcha. I can't find them. They don't make them anymore, so I can't get rid of these things. So, tainted underwear, beware. Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm not never getting rid of them.
You got like that. You're talking about like that dress sock impression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wear the dress sock and halfway up your calf, it's like,
yeah. It's not uncomfortable. It's just you at the end of the day, you didn't even realize it was pressing into you at all. Beautiful design, well done, folks. But no, I'm not throwing my underwear away. The only way that happens, as Alan said, you start to get some holes, and I'm talking holes in critical areas, not necessarily around the band or anything like that. No, critical areas. And I got to tell you, my gut biome, apparently, I've really healed it up over the last 6 months. I'm a no to one wipe guy now. So I got to tell you, I don't feel like I'm really funking these things up. I think about the actual pants that I wear, where I'm sitting on surfaces that haven't been vetted all day long. I feel like your pants are probably the thing that needs to go.
The outerwear of the pants? You're talking about
yeah.
Yeah. If you're a city bus guy, subway person, yeah. Big deal.
Oh, yeah.
God. Maybe that's where we need reform. Replace those every 6 months.
That's a little pricey. I don't think science can tell you to get rid of that shit.
Again, in this economy, it's crazy. Pants?
Standing room only in every subway car.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so yeah, unanimous. You guys can kiss our asses, our very dirty underwear soiling asses.
I will say I would. I mean, somehow I might try to see if I can edit this and batch this up into a hey ladies, tell us what you think. Because listen, let's be honest, thongs are what, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh of the boxer brief. Cotton, amount of cotton or whatever else you put in there.
Triple the price too. Also,
right? But I'm saying, like, are thongs 6 months?
Look,
G-strings.
Here's the thing.
I feel like that's more.
I guess it depends on how you're utilizing the thong. Listen. I like a thong.
I know how I'm utilizing them.
And that's my point. So if you're wearing like a dress that's like skin tight hugging and you're trying to hide that line, okay, I get wearing a thong. I also feel like you're probably not blowing up a bathroom in that specific undergarment. But if you're just going like, I gotta hurry up and get ready for work, and you're putting a thong on every day, like that's your standard underwear, what are you doing? Like that's a sexy outfit attire. Like, does that make sense?
There's women who wear thongs daily.
I think there's also like a difference. There's obviously a difference between a thong and like a G-string, and like you know what I mean. Like I think that's not as unusual as you might think it is.
I know it's okay. Unusual and common are two different things. I think it's probably more common than I think it is, but I think it's always rather unusual to take a piece of cloth and jam it up your butt crack, because that thing is blinking the brown eye all day long. Whereas like my underwear, there's going to be there's a little bit of an air cushion between, because the crack, right? You got fabric going across the crack, which is creating an air bubble of sorts, where it's not touching my butthole all day long. A thong is designed to like literally floss the butthole all day long, keep the tartar out, and that's just that's disgusting. And you should probably burn those every 3 weeks. That I'll agree with.
That's fair.
Yeah, send them to me. I'll burn them.
Terrible.
Time to go.
So the friends have it.
No, the foes, but it is unanimous, and that, my friends, is your friend or foe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a foe.
All right. We're going to take another quick bake. We'll be right back with Fun Fact Friday. Maybe. And before you go, there's I don't even say a celebrity. There's a particular gift that's been around for 68 years that's retiring, as well as we RIP a particular celebrity that Murr has a heart on for. Otherwise, we'll be right back.
It's a case of very little brain going bad.
Go pump some neurons. Expand your craniums.
And now, Fun Fact Friday.
All right, folks, let's get to it. Time to expand your mind. 5 fun facts for you fuckers on a Friday, brought to you. We're just going to keep it to our 2 main sponsors, our tried, our true, our longest, our strongest. That is, of course, the Shin Splints Recovery Group. You can find them on Facebook, and also you can find yourself the Flat Earth Science Advocates for Truth. They're on Facebook as well, and I heard that the Artemis 2 rocket is having to be sheltered for now. They got to do something. Apparently, there's a hydrogen something going on inside the spacecraft, and they got to make sure she's all right. So we're looking for our moon mission here sometime in March. What's the problem? Why the laughter?
No, it's just like, there's a hydrogen problem. It's
look it up. Look it up.
It's
just science words. Hydrogen synthesis.
I'm not smart enough to know what the problem is with the rocket. It just seems very, very simplified. That's all.
There's something wrong with like the lines and the tubes and the hydrogen and the rocket.
The rotary girder.
The specs on the rotary girder.
At least I know that the Artemis 2 is still a month behind its mission, okay? At least I'm aware of that. And the reason I bring it up, Flat Earth Science Advocates for Truth, because I'm waiting for them to finally get up there and take some nice, photo ops of old Mother Earth, the globe, so maybe we can start to shut up some of the Flat Earthers. Of course, no rocket can make it past the firmament, so we need to see what they have to refuse us with in this specific instance. But let's get to it. 5 fun facts for you on a Friday. Did you know in the 1940s, a chicken named Mike survived for 18 months without a head after a botched decapitation left his jugular vein and his brainstem intact? This allowed basic functions like breathing to continue, though he was fed via eyedropper. Most headless chickens die within minutes.
I'm gonna make a T-shirt with a headless chicken that says "Be like Mike."
I would buy that.
There is a super nerdy community that will fucking fall in love.
Yeah.
So what was the diagnosis? That the brainstem was still there?
Yep, that's it. Brainstem, jugular were still intact, so it didn't die. I don't know. I'd like to see how they hit it. Like I'd like to see the actual trauma.
I'd like to see the pieces. Yeah, I'd like to see. I'd like to see where the cut was.
Because to me, it sounds like they really just took its face off. Because I mean,
100%.
Speaking of shitty movies,
off, but yeah. Yeah.
How dare you? Face Off was one of the first movies I went to see, like, rated R by myself, high school. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah,
You
so
went by
that's why
yourself.
you thought it
That's
was
awesome.
good. Yeah, yeah.
When I say by myself, me and, like, a buddy or two, with
Gotcha.
no parents. That's
You
all I
said
mean.
high school senior year, fucking all by myself.
Friday night, popcorn, soda.
Friday night.
I even cut a hole in my own bucket. Did you know? Deep sea male anglerfish, much smaller than females, bite and fuse into their mates' bodies during reproduction. The males dissolve, leaving behind organs that serve as permanent sperm sources for the female. Bizarre adaptation ensures mating in the vast, dark ocean.
Damn.
I didn't know
That's
that.
just, you knew that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those like random fucking trivia things that I just picked up along the way. And, Planet Earth. David Attenborough.
Yeah.
Yeah, gives it to you.
The anglerfish.
As I say, they I mean, no matter how deep they get into the ocean, and I'm not saying no matter what they discover from here on out, it just seems like anglerfish is always going to be on the Rushmore of weird shit at the bottom of the ocean. You know what I mean? There's like a glowing knob.
Yeah.
That's amazing and weird.
Dude, I mean, fucking space is fucking, I'm sure, crazy, but the real shit's down there, man. That's the ocean floor is a different planet, like legitimately. It's fucking wild.
I listen. I want us to discover. I think the aliens. The more I've heard about, the UAPs and where they keep seeing them go and not go, they're probably in the ocean. That's probably where we need to be looking. Like, I know we get distracted by the stars, the bright shiny objects. That's just human. Oh, look at that. Look, we need to start looking down. I mean, there's a lot down there that we just have no idea of.
Yeah, like if there are fucking like actual interstellar visitors, they have figured out how to deal with the pressures of deep ocean, and we're like, watch this. These idiots they can't even go below like 500 feet or they die.
Well, yeah, and if they're gravity diffusing propulsion systems, then it doesn't matter the pressure of the water.
Yeah,
they're just hanging out,
chilling.
I think there was a movie made about this.
Yeah, The Abyss. It's a beautiful, amazing movie.
It is called The Abyss.
Yeah, I'm aware. I've seen it. It was in that HBO span. I probably watched The Abyss and Digstown back to back. Right?
It's probably true. Followed by Iron Eagle.
You want to talk? You want to talk about a chick? This young man had a crush on. I don't even know who the actress was in The Abyss. But
Mary Elizabeth Mastroianni.
Oh,
Is it?
There's a lot of Mastroianni going on in the bathroom after The Abyss. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth Mastroianni. Mastroniano. She was Tony Montana's sister in Scarface.
No.
Oh yeah. That's great. That is a good point.
You want to fuck me, Tony? You want to fuck me?
I'll tell you though,
a pound of coke, and I don't know.
It's terrible.
I mean, okay. Think about this nightmare that goes on inside this brain. So, it's kind of weird, like when you're getting a boner when a chick's drowning in a movie because he rips her shirt open.
Yeah, that's right.
He rips her shirt open. I'm like, a lot of emotions.
We need to. And they zap her a bunch of times. Do it again. Yeah.
Did you know? In 1807, Napoleon Bonaparte was overwhelmed by a swarm of rabbits released for a hunt, which turned aggressive and chased him instead. The rabbits, meant as easy prey, climbed into his clothes and forced a retreat. His men had to drive them off with whips.
Could you imagine? Just a little like my height, 5'4", fucking Napoleon, just fucking get swarmed by rabbits in his tiny little, in his tiny doublet with his fucking leggings, his white leggings on. Yeah, fucking
his hand stuck in his shirt.
It's just
his sideways hat.
This is where Giggity was born.
Yeah.
Giggity. Yeah, but it's a bunch. I mean, rabbits aren't very scary, but this is one of those situations. So we've talked, we had the whole thing about like we used to do a lot of animal fight stuff. Like if you're overwhelmed by an inferior creature, the overwhelming is almost more terrifying. Just cute bunnies attacking you by the droves.
Yeah.
That's almost more terrifying than a single apex predator coming after you.
Yeah.
See a little like carrot nub inside you. I wonder. I'm looking at this online. I'm trying to see where this took place. And defeated by hundreds of
Sorry, it's just they apparently Napoleon did have a carrot nub.
Yeah, he did. That was the joke. I knew he had a small. Well, apparently, the history says he had a small penis.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good point. I wonder if that's a conspiracy. I wonder if they just cut a micro penis off of someone. It's not something, but someone. And they're like, yep, it's Napoleon's cock. You want to see it?
I don't know, man. He had a lot of portraits of himself in those fucking stirrup leggings, and I feel like if you had a hog, you would fucking have it painted. You know what I mean? And you'd just fucking be like, you need to bulge that up a bit, bud.
True, but like, well, I mean, but Rasputin, they all hated Rasputin. And then they were still so impressed by what Rasputin was fucking packing that they put that shit in.
It was mutant-like. That was mutant-like.
Yeah, it was, and that's why it's in formaldehyde like 150 years later, because everybody's like, hey, he was an asshole, but whew.
Well, see, I think that's just I think that might be more the nature of men to be like, you know what, like on either end of the spectrum. Like if your buddy or like a famous guy or like that, you know what I mean? You're like, oh look, you got Tiny Pecker. We should probably save that for the annals of history. You know what I mean? Or you'd be like, oh god, what a fucking piece of shit this guy was. But fuck, look at this hammer this guy's fucking got on here. This is respectable. We should put that in a jar. Like, you know what I mean? Men are just I think either end would be you get what you get.
Yeah, I didn't like him, but I think now I respect him.
Yeah.
Women are like, I don't get what the hubbub is about. Look,
there is an episode of What We Do in the Shadows where one of them has famously has a fucking huge hog and he dies, and they come in and fucking grab it and inspect it because they were like, oh well, we got to see it. He's world renowned to have a huge hog. Fucking, I'll say him along these lines.
And they tried, dude. And I think they shot Rasputin. I think they tried to drown him. I think they tried to poison him. He finally
they lit him on fire.
Yeah. Well, it's like the chicken thing. It just kept pumping blood.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He had a reserve.
A bit of the Mussolini treatment. Yeah.
Did you know? In the 1920s, Princeton researchers Ernest Weaver and Charles Bray turned a live sedated cat into a makeshift telephone by severing part of its skull, attaching an electrode to its auditory nerve, and connecting it to a receiver. When spoken into the cat's ear, the sound came through clearly on the other end, aiding early cochlear implant research before they killed the animal to test a dead version of it.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck. Innovation, baby.
Meow! Shut up. That wasn't me.
Listen, man. You gotta kill a few cats to give deaf people fucking fuzzy hearing. All right?
That's right.
That's
right. I mean, listen, I know we live in a more ethical society, but we got a lot of shit done back in the day. I'm just saying. It's like,
man.
What did we get done here? You can make a live cat out of a fucking telephone?
Listen, when you don't have to file a bunch of paperwork when somebody says, hey, let me try something. Like, I think you get shit done a lot faster.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah.
I mean, look, we still do it.
Yeah.
We're like, you know what? Let's go do that in Ukraine.
Well, Plum Island off the coast of
yep. Well, yeah. Well, that
Long
was
Island,
that was just us being arrogant post World War II. But yeah,
Great. Tell me about Plum Island. I don't know Plum Island.
During World War II.
Plum Island off the end of Long Island. They still do animal experiments.
Yeah, it's a U.S. Army biological research facility.
Yeah,
They
but
got
the thing
monkeys
with
there.
but the difference is, like, we know about this, and they probably like openly bragged about it at like some science convention. Yes, we took a live cat. We
Oh, yeah.
They did it on video.
This was 100% at a cocktail party. And
Yeah.
the guy was washing his hands after he got done making a phone call to his grandmother. Like, oh,
Now, if you do
meow.
right, meow, if you do it, it better work, because if it doesn't, you are going to be dragged in front of a Senate judiciary hearing and find out why you tried to pull this off.
That's only if you do it to like 1,000 cats. If you do it to like, your small mom and pop laboratory, you do it to 1, maybe 2. I think you're okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
if you
listen,
draw the
cochlear-
schematics up right, and the
Cochlear
science is
implants,
sound.
man. You know,
And
Anyway,
let's
And this paved the way for hearing impaired.
yeah, but I mean, obviously by pure fucking stupid accident, not because they were just like, what if we make a phone out of a cat? And then it's like, oh wait, he's still alive.
well, and like, I mean, think about it. This was back when we called it a voice box. You know what I mean? We didn't know about fucking like vocal cords yet and shit. Like, so we're like, this got to work. Listen, if the cat has a box, it makes noise. If we funnel human noise through it, it'll make human noise, right? Sound logic. All right, cut it up.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and then
Chop it up.
All right, open her up.
yeah, but then the cat lives, and they're like, I wonder if the cat's still alive, we could do this to a person. Hey, let's head on down to the facility for the criminally insane.
Yeah, the sanatorium.
Your sentencing is 25 years of being a phone. This is weird. I have a cousin who's a professor at the University of Iowa in speech pathology, high up on the totem pole. I'm going to see if she knew about this.
Okay, all right, yeah. And by the way, this is Princeton, a very prestigious university. 1920,
I've
cut
heard.
a hole in a cat's face.
You'd be like, not exactly my field, but I've heard of it.
You know about the origins? Sure.
You know about the cat telephone, right?
I was drinking with my buddies late on a Thursday night. We got into it.
Start talking about that Princeton cat telephone. You've heard about that one, right?
No, I'm talking about, right? Yeah. And finally, did you know, during the 1518 dancing plague in Strasbourg, dozens to hundreds of people danced uncontrollably for days or weeks without stopping, some collapsing from exhaustion, heart attacks, or strokes. Authorities even built a stage and hired musicians thinking it would, quote, cure them. But the frenzy only spread further in this bizarre mass psychogenic illness.
Jesus. They have rabies?
I've heard tales of like bad wheat harvests with
I was gonna say some mushrooms, some like fungus in it. Yeah,
that's ergot.
That feels right. There you go. Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with it. I was like, oh, they had a couple of old fucking apples that somebody made some cider out of, and everybody was fucking zoinked out of their brains for fucking a month.
Hey, you guys feel that beat? You feel that beat?
I was like, I think that's called a rave.
This is out of Sweden, right? That makes sense. Checks out. Yeah.
You know, this fact didn't give me much, but Strasbourg, and there's a lot of it sounds like Germany.
Yeah, I think that's true. Oh, yeah. Well, I think there's a Strasbourg in France too.
Now there's one in PA as well, so we're kind of
right next to Punxsutawney.
That's right.
Somewhere in Europe.
It's where the railroad is. There's the Strasbourg Railroad. By the way, if you haven't, it's the oldest running steam engine locomotive in the country. Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Let's go dance around it. I feel like I was going to say something about this. Damn it.
But I mean, imagine. But see, it's kind of like the Salem witch thing and all that stuff. Like, imagine living in a time where you didn't understand psychedelic drugs, and you just like all of a sudden a whole town of people start getting fucking jiggy with it, and they can't stop.
This is what I was going to tell you. So I had an in. God damn it, why I sabotaged this, I don't know. I know why, but I had an in for doing videography for Jewish Orthodox weddings. being a videographer. Okay,
Yeah, we get it.
So they put a big, usually like some sort of barrier in the middle of the dance floor. Men on one side, women on the other, and like there are men within this group who have no business doing anything over 5 minutes of cardiovascular activity, and they break out the fucking dance shoes and they're like, "Yep,
they get it.
my nephew's fucking getting married." 30 fucking straight minutes. I'm like, there's a part of me that thinks, okay, this guy's gonna die, and then they don't. I'm thinking like, okay, people are capable of more than they think they are. People are capable.
That's the one thing I will always regret about myself is I wish I could just spontaneously cut a rug. I do. Like, I just wish, like, I mean, some of it's psychological because there are some people who don't deserve to dance that try it anyway. And,
they probably dance too much. Yeah.
And then there's some people that are just like, oh, the fucking groove hits them. The beat just moves their body in a way that's fluid and amazing. And no matter what they look like, height, shape, size, athletic ability, they can just do it and look good doing it.
But it's okay because I feel like Alan and I have that capability. It's one thing if the Fugees go on. It's another thing if it's like.
I'll get down to that too.
Yeah, I almost think it's like more impressive if you can get down to that.
Yeah. I got some Rockets leg kicks in me. Don't you worry. You know what I mean? Don't hate. Yeah, I don't know. What was how did we even start this topic? You dancing? Hey, look,
the psychedelic dance off.
Cut a rug however you wish, man. Like, just get out of there on the dance floor. Let it flow through you, even if it's just a little bit of this. You know,
if, like,
you're a regular
Phoebe
white guy. Your expectation, the bar's low.
That's a good point.
You get out there. You know, I'm not. If I don't know you, and I'm like, hey, look at that ball guy. He can't dance, but he's out here. He's out here getting it.
Okay,
I've made comments at weddings and things like that. I'm like, look at him. He has no idea. He hasn't caught a beat in fucking 10 minutes, but my man is out here. He's got a beer in his hand, and he's just enjoying life. You know, I'm not hating.
It's a completely fair point. I appreciate it. I think that's why I got into Metallica and bands like that so much when I was in my youth, because there's just a rocking. That's it. There's just a rocking. There's no extracurricular body activity going on. But that, my friends, is your Fun Fact Friday.
On tonight's Alan, I actually had to cough myself. Tonight, before you go, we have a two-parter. First and foremost, everyone's favorite cleaning icon, Mr. Clean, is retiring after 68 years on the job. Here's what it means. I don't even actually know what it means. After 6 decades of cleaning up messes, Mr. Clean is, quote, retiring. On Thursday, February 18th, at a news conference. There was a news conference?
Yes, yeah. They held an AI news conference with Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean announced that he was, quote, hanging up his whites and taking some much-needed time off. Quote, after a career of zero stains on the record, he's ready now for new adventures. God knows what that are. But don't worry, his products will continue to be available to support all of your cleaning needs. So 1958 it came out, and he calls it quits today. Your thoughts on, God, I don't know, bald white dude retiring? I mean, yeah, 68 years. That's a good. I mean, guy hasn't aged much.
No.
I mean, is it? I don't know if it's marketing genius or not. Because it's just so transparent that he'll be back. I hope they don't do some really fucking stupid, lame, like Mr. Clean went out and banged a bunch of hookers, and now his son Johnny Clean's gonna and they have some, you know what I mean? Like, introduce a new fucking mascot that's like Mr. Clean's kid.
Yeah, he sprayed it on his dick. It wouldn't get off.
No, I mean, he was. I guess he was of retirement age. Well, I guess he's beyond retirement age.
Yeah,
so
he's beyond it. Actually,
that's wild, man.
Put in an extra couple years. You
yeah,
know?
I mean, he probably got like 10
didn't want
years
to go
ago.
home, be alone. You know what I mean? Just put in a couple extra hours a week. You know, no, good for him, man. You know, he's a goat. He's a goat, fucking cleaning mascot, right?
Yeah, but they really sexified him over the last 20 years. They got him all jacked. They really highlighted his fucking earring. What's he supposed to be? Is he supposed to be like a Navy guy and keeping the whites white kind of thing?
I think he just. It's controversial.
Wait, what?
I'm just fucking with you. I don't know. That's a good fucking question, buddy. Maybe he's just a guy that like maybe clean. You know what I mean? That's just his personality. He's like he didn't even need to be a military man to be in the all whites.
But it does just seem a little odd that they took like a completely hairless like individual with a fucking. I mean, they always highlight that earring. He's got one in there, and there was a time where it wasn't very, socially acceptable to have an earring in an ear in America. And he made it 68 years. Maybe
until
they had
George
to get
Michaels came out.
That's right, a man's man. And it is weird they didn't let him go 69 years. You know what I'm saying?
No, look at that. He was modeled after a U.S. Navy sailor.
Bam. There it is. All right. Well, I'll be sad to see Mr. Clean go. And Alan, I know you weren't here for it, but like we had a whole we were talking about cream of wheat, and there was an individual on the box of the cream of wheat, and they've done away with him. I realized because I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. There's an iconic black man like serving cream of wheat, and I'm like, I wonder if they got rid of him since Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben have been thrown out to pasture, and they got rid of the cream of wheat guy too. So like all of these kind of caricature iconic symbols are going away. Why?
Yeah, I think like my take on it is kind of the same thing as like me and the wife have had this discussion about like McDonald's and fucking just generally like storefronts in general, and I think brands in general sanitizing from like those types of things, because then it's easy to pivot. So like if you remember like the McDonald's when we was growing up, like it had fucking arches built into it, and the architecture was McDonald's, and it was uniquely McDonald's. It had a play place and like fucking grimace chairs and shit. Like now it's a gray box, glass windows, fucking sign on the fucking side. There's your McDonald's. Because in fucking 3 years when that McDonald's sucks at that intersection, they could fucking white box it to a fucking Wendy's or white box it to a Chipotle. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's the same thing with brands. Like, more iconic identifiers because you don't even fucking need it. Boom. Here's your box of fucking gruel, you animal. Fucking doesn't matter who's on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just, I not to get philosophical, but just a wider societal fucking thing.
I don't know that you're wrong, because then if you continue to change the brand's ownership, you have a trademark on a character that's worth more than the brand in some instances. And if you got to buy that brand's caricature to own the product, then you're paying millions more than you would have intended for. God, what a fucking...
And when there's like 7 guys owning everything, they're like, well, no, we don't need it. I'm not paying for that. Get that out of there.
Yeah,
fucking
Aunt Jemima's worth more than Pearl Mill, whatever company. Yeah, fuck that. I don't know, man, and it just sucks, because like as a kid, like in growing up, I didn't know any of the seeded history of like why these characters were on the boxes. It was a warm feeling of like, well, there's Aunt Jemima with my pancakes. Oh, there's Uncle Ben with my rice. Oh, there's that guy with cream of wheat. I mean, it didn't really, so I don't know. It sucks because it's like, I don't know, it's positive nostalgia for me. It's like almost positive reinforcement of these caricatures and whatever.
Yeah.
But Mr. Clean doesn't really fall in that category, but it just reminds me of like all the people that are all of the things that are going away. But no, it makes perfect sense. Like you think about the old, they always talk about the old Pizza Huts, like that there aren't Pizza Huts anymore, and they're still shaped like the old school Pizza Huts. Yeah, there's a guy who wrote a whole song about it. Like it used to be a Pizza Hut. And,
but that's the whole point, like, right? Like, exactly to what you're saying is like you could drive by that old Pizza Hut and be like, look, it still looks like a Pizza Hut because it was built like Pizza Hut had their own architecture. Fucking, so you were like, look, that's a fucking, like, same with Friendlies. You like most of your Friendlies around, you'd be like, oh, that's a fucking Friendlies because they built them the same. Like, and now it's not like that anymore. It's just strip mall, fucking white boxes. You can fucking, it's a Chinese joint one day, it's a fucking Starbucks the next day, it's a fucking, whatever. Fucking a Dave's Hot Chicken. Boom. Just fucking swap them in and out, get them out of there. Which one works here? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Irreplaceable parts. Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's, I do think if who owns Mr. Clean? I don't know. Is it
I'm sure it's like
probably Procter and Gamble
or Upjohn or yeah.
If
Unilever.
If they're going to bring him back
Yeah,
in
there's like four
non-AI
companies.
/ cartoon form, shave Dolph Lundgren's hair, have him do it in a year from now.
Ooh, yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's Procter and Gamble.
Jason Statham, he'd be a good Mr. Clean.
Isn't it Mr.
Yeah,
Clean?
you could get away with it.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house.
That's right. I'll find the bomb too.
You could say you could probably bald. I don't know. Maybe I was gonna say you could probably bald up John Cena, but he might be a little too bulky. A little too jacked. But just put him in a fucking white tee and white pants, you know?
I think dye his eyebrows. That'd be fine. Yeah, he just did the character for it. Yeah, Christ, he'd Ricky Stenicki the shit out of Mr. Clean.
he would. You know what I mean? It's just a good choice. Is all.
But he has been very, very vocal about his hair transplant, and so I don't know if he'd be willing to shave his head for a Mr. Clean role.
Oh, they could prosthesis that. Modern Hollywood could handle that.
Real quick, we have to do a melancholy trails to Robert Carradine on Revenge of the Nerds, as well as what's that show?
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie
That
McGuire.
one thing.
I've never watched a single second of that show.
No.
Oh,
So-
I did a little.
And this
Well,
also comes on.
and you know what,
comes
though?
on the
Hold
heels
on.
of the fact- Go ahead.
I want to defend Alan here. Alan's a little bit younger than us, and so I respect your watching of Lizzie McGuire, a young Hillary Duff. I get it. I understand.
It worked out. I mean, it started. I just pulled it up. It started in 2001. I was like 14.
Yeah.
13,
That's like me and Callister explains it all. I mean, as a 46-year-old man, a little weird to say, but no, it's a 14-year-old boy. Like, and Callister was explaining a lot to my loins, you know what I mean?
I feel you. Nice.
Okay, R.I.P. Appreciate it. All right, have a good night.
I thought you were going to say something. You took a swig, and we were waiting for you to fucking swallow.
I don't really know it. Like, first of all, I'm a little bit miffed that we missed Robert Duvall passing. Okay. And second of all, you had brought this up and you said, we need to talk about this. And the only thing that I really want to talk about is the fact that he was brothers with David, who hung himself while jerking off.
I did not know that he was brothers with David Carradine, who, in an autoerotic asphyxiation incident, didn't make his way to the other side of his 1.5 times stronger orgasm. But no, man, Revenge of the Nerds was a big deal because that Revenge of the Nerds came out right when VHS hit the hot mainstream. People started getting, Betamaxes and VCRs. And so the Revenge of the Nerds were a very heavily, on heavy rotation in the Murr household. You had Revenge of the Nerds 1, 2, and 3, which were the big ones. Anthony was Anthony Edwards in that?
Yeah.
Anthony, and it, for people who weren't studs, it was nice to see the Nerds win. I mean, Lamar with the fucking javelin. I mean, come on, dude.
And I always think of Ted McGinn, AKA what's his face from
Married with Children.
Married with Children. Yeah, Jefferson, Darcy.
Jefferson.
What a the fact that he didn't do anything after that is fine. But I digress. It's not about him. It's about the passing of a Hollywood actor.
No, but this is how I knew I was old, because the headline said Lizzie McGuire star dead at 70 or something, and I was like, who the fuck? I don't care. And then I think I ended up clicking the article, and it was I was like, that's Lewis from fucking Revenge of the Nerds. It just shows you what era you're in, of who's writing the article and what they remember them from. Because to me, he's always Lewis from fucking Revenge of the Nerds, and it showed that for people again that weren't super jocks or super attractive, that if you had the personality, you could land anything you wanted. Pussy is what I'm talking about, and that's me.
Hey, and by the way, while we're at it, just to do a quick scoreboard recount, I'm up 1-0 with the passing of James Vanderbeek. Just to let you guys know that.
Such an asshole is child cheer. Because I felt really bad about James Vanderbeek over the last couple of weeks. He's my age, leaves behind an entire beautiful family. Seemed like a very genuine, wholesome human being.
We are not in the business.
I know.
of-
I know.
Remember that Alan said it. It's a yucky business, right? That we do, that we associate
You're right.
ourselves with.
You're right. Listen. I think I'm the one that pitched the celebrity death thing every year, so I'm not. My hands are dirty. I understand, but
Yeah.
you know, every now and again, it sucks to have to wash them.
It's fair.
All right, we're going to close out on that note. R.I.P. Robert Carradine, folks. If you want, hold on. Oh, sorry, I've been done this the last few weeks. Alan, this is where you come in. Where you can find middle class
I
holes.
forget how to. What? All your favorite social media, MDL class holes, the middle class holes. Just type it in places, and you'll find us. There you go.
That works.
TickleOurToes@gmail.com.
Oh shit! Fuck, dude, is that still a thing? They haven't closed that account.
Just let it be. Just let it be. They forgot about it.
I think I might open it up as a Cuckster hotline to see if people have questions for the Cuckster.
You should.
Let's see. The Cuckster has to make new content, which he plans on doing tomorrow, by the way. Otherwise, we will be back next week with a In Between the Holes with Murr and myself, and then a St. Patrick's Day extravaganza on the 12th of March, which is 5 days before St. Patrick's Day. Makes perfect sense. The world of pre-recording. Yeah, folks, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with more Middle Class Holes next week. Take care.